Hi, little babies. A quick update. These are the websites I've been hanging out on here and getting my information. The first one is Canadian Prepper. Neat is the Field Marshal of the Northern Command of Canada. He's based out of Alberta or Saskatchewan. I can't remember which one exactly. But the Canadian Prepper has a lot of good info. Next one, we got to go to Mr. Entertainment himself, Benny Johnson. He is a smart man, family man, and a great American. And he has so many good stories coming out every day, 3 or 4 times a day. He posts. I mean, it's just amazing how he gets it right on the noggin. Then we're going to go to Monkey Works, Mill Spec Ops. Monkey Man, he is just an amazing guy. He uses software, software that tracks military movements and flights. And he has a lot of good insight. He's been doing this for years and years. And he's definitely worth checking out. Some of his videos are a little long and tedious, but if you hang in there, you can glean a lot of great information off of his websites. Then we're going to go to Stephen Gardner. This guy is amazing. He's a real talent. He should be running for president or something. I mean, this guy is smart as a whip. And he interviews so many great guests. Colonel Douglas McGregor, Jared Clancy, Judge Napolitano, just to name a few. And he hits things from a middle of the road perspective. I wouldn't call him a lefty or a righty. He just sort of wants to get out at the truth. Now here's this one he did 10 days ago. My bone-chilling interview with a real exorcist, Father Vince Lampert. That was a great interview, actually. And then we're going to go to Dan out in Southern California. He runs a website or a YouTube channel called I Allegedly. And this guy is an experienced businessman and a family man and an all-around great guy. He's a character, and he just puts out a ton of information. He's keeping up with all the economic changes here in the country, and he's just amazing. Now, listen, we're going to go check out another website here. It's interesting. And you probably remember this guy from way back when, Al Turner. He was put in prison for a couple of years for an editorial opinion he posted and broadcast on his radio show. And they had to try him 3 times before they could get a guilty verdict. It was a hung jury the first 2 times, and the government just kept going after him until they could get him for sure. Let's see. He did run a story earlier. It looks like it's been wiped. Yeah. Let's see what we have here. Come on. Oh, yeah. Putin gives the U.S. a tap on the shoulder over Middle East aircraft carriers. And this is a spooky story, actually. Now, here the Russians are operating in the Black Sea, and they have flights that put our aircraft carriers in the Mediterranean Sea in jeopardy because they have what's called a Kinzhal hypersonic missile that could reach them. So he tapped on the shoulder of Uncle Sam with respect to America placing 2 aircraft carriers in the Mediterranean Sea, being clear to say in advance that what he's about to reveal is not a threat. Putin reminded the world that Russian aerospace forces, specifically their MiG-31 aircraft on routine patrol in the neutral airspace of the Black Sea, are armed with Kinzhal hypersonic missiles. Now, those missiles are said to have a known range of 1,000 kilometers and can travel at Mach 9, 6,750 miles an hour. And they can reach the U.S. aircraft carriers that are parked off the coast of the Middle East there. Now, just as a polite reminder of reality before the U.S. goes off half-cocked thinking it can attack, perhaps maybe Russian allies in the Middle East like Iran or Lebanon, suddenly all the U.S. talk about entering war between Israel and Hamas seems to have quieted down. Now, here he is making the address, and I'll kind of try to paraphrase it as it goes on. Just moved 2 Russian aviation strike groups into the Mediterranean Sea. I want to say this is not a threat. What I'm going to say now, and what I will inform you about, but on the behalf of my Russian Air Force, Russian Space Forces, are starting on an ongoing basis patrols in the neutral zone of the airspace of the Black Sea. And our planes, MiG-31, armed with Kinzhal missiles, they're known to have a range of 1,000 kilometers at Mach 9 speed. These things are unstoppable. I mean, they fly so fast you wouldn't even see them coming over the horizon with your best radar. They fly about 50 feet off the surface. They can change course in mid-flight. Then here we go, Putin on Sputnik. Oh yeah, here we go. Our MiG-31 planes equipped with Kinzhal systems, again, speed of Mach 9 with a range over 1,000 kilometers. So, you see, the 2 air groups that were deployed in the Mediterranean Sea, please be advised that my following message is not a threat, but rather an update. Based on my instructions, the Russian aerospace forces will commence permanent patrols in the neutral airspace above the Black Sea. Our MiG-31 planes are equipped with the Kinzhal systems, hypersonic missiles, which have a speed of Mach 9 and a range over 1,000 kilometers. So, this is not a threat, he reminds everybody. Well, final website I go to for information, and you look it up on Wikipedia, and they say, oh, it's a right-wing website, disinformation, misinformation, propaganda. But a lot of good information. The Hoff brothers, they run this website. And they break stories that the mainstream media fails to cover because they got to keep the narrative up, especially in the Biden administration. Let's see. Here's a woman who got busted after walking up to Trump in the courtroom today. And she was a court employee. She disrupted the session, stood up and walked towards the front of the court. Her name was Jenny Hannigan. And began shouting at Trump, indicating she wanted to assist him. Some people go unhinged, talk about Trump derangement syndrome. Anyway, she wanted to speak with Trumpy, but was arrested and placed in a New York State's court squad car. She was immediately placed on administrative leave and banned from entering any court building. She was escorted out of court, charged with second-degree contempt of court, which is akin to disrupting a judicial proceeding. So, here we are. Trump's on trial in New York in a $250 million lawsuit filed by a far-left attorney general and an inept judge. Trump, his sons Eric and Don Jr., the Trump Organization executives are accused of inflating the former president's net worth to secure more favorable loan terms. Attorney General James claims Mar-a-Lago, one of the most expensive properties in America in Palm Beach, is worth only $18 million. It should be 10 times that at least. The whole trial's a sham, and they're just trying to lock him up, which they should have done to Hillary and Biden already. But these are the websites I check out, and a lot more. But you want to get some good information, controversial information. You want to keep yourself informed. Check them out. Hey, listen, babies, I got one more video I'm going to pop to you in a minute, so hang in there. Bye bye.